I'm Leah from Jacob's Trading. I'm your local plant expert here. If you haven't heard of Jacob's Trading, you can check the description below for info about our website and our online store as well. It's pretty cool, you should check it out. So today we're going to be talking about air plants and how to take care of them. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about air plants, or as their other name is, Tillandsia. So these little guys are pretty unique little plants. In their natural environment, they are epiphytes, meaning that they grow on tops of trees, and which makes them a little bit unique because they don't need soil like your typical plant. Okay, so as you can see, these guys come in a large variety of different types. There's a whole bunch of different species and varieties. So you can see quite a few. We can even get like humongous ones like this guy right here. So air plants are unique. They can live for several years, and their life cycle is pretty interesting. So they typically bloom once in their life under like optimum conditions. So they'll bloom once, that bloom will last for several days, and then they'll produce pups. So it's little offshoots that come up the sides of them. Over time, these pups will start to grow, and typically once they're about 1/3 of the size of the mother plant, you can actually break them off, and then you have a whole bunch of little babies, which is super cool. And yes, like any other plant, they still need water. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to actually water these guys. So there's two different ways that you can do it. You can either soak them in a bucket like this, or you can use a spray bottle. You can get these at the dollar store, and you can spray them. Typically, I would water them about once a week, depending on how humid your house is. Obviously, if it's more humid, you don't need to water them as much. If it's really dry in your house, water them more often. So I'm going to show you how we do this. So you want to make sure that you use dechlorinated water. And you're going to kind of take your plant and either spray it, or you're going to dunk it in the water like I'm showing you. So upside down like that. Just kind of give it a little dunk in the water there. Let it sit for about 2 to 5 minutes. And then once a month, you're going to actually give it a little bit of a longer soak. So about 10 to 20 minutes. Just so it gets that extra water that it needs. So we're just going to let this one soak for a couple minutes. So the most common reason these guys die is that people either don't know how to water them properly, so they overwater them, or they don't water them at all. Plants need water. So the proper way to water them is just how I'm showing you here. It's the best way to prevent any rot in the plant, which is the most common death of these guys. Or people don't water them enough, causing them to dry out really, really bad. So a good way to check your plant is to check the leaves. If they feel really dry and crispy, or they're really dry to the touch, make sure you give them some extra water, increase your watering schedule so that they can soak up that extra water that they need. So after the couple minutes that you're soaking this little one, all you're going to do is take it out of the water, give it a really good shake so that any of that excess water comes out of the cracks in the leaves. So make sure you give it a good shake, and then all you're going to do is kind of take it and leave it upside down on a paper towel like that. You might have to prop it up with something just so that it stays upside down like that. And let it completely dry. It might take a couple hours, but let it completely dry before you put it back to where it was. Once it is completely dry, you can put it back into whatever container you had it in, or whatever windowsill you had it on, and you're good to go until the next time you have to water. So that's it for me. I hope you learned a little something about air plants today. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. We'll be putting out videos every week. Have a great week, stay in bloom, and don't kill your air plants.